Agent Coulson.
Oh, yeah. The guy from the...
Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
God, you need a new name for that.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
This is Clark Gregg, the everyman character actor perhaps best known for his portrayal of Agent Phil Coulson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as well as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Phil Coulson's transformation from a secondary character in a suit to the pivotal fan favorite he's become almost mirrors Clark himself, who spent a bulk of his acting career flying under the radar. Back in the mid-1980s, Clark helped found the Atlantic Theater Company in Manhattan with friends William H. Macy and playwright David Mamet, who eventually gave Clark his first on-screen role as a stage manager in the 1988 comedy Things Change.
I can't talk to you about this right now. Your lighting guy, what is this, your wife's cousin? Jackie.
As far as movies go, Clark's characters were, at first, mostly on that same level, supporting roles that are meant purely for expositional dialogue and just moving the story along. Whether he's treating a victim of Kaiser Soze in The Usual Suspects, directing a game show in Magnolia, or trying to stop a deranged photo clerk in 1 Hour Photo. One substantial film role Clark had early on was his lead role as Hank/Henrietta in the 1998 indie film The Adventures of Sebastian Cole. As Adrian Grenier's stepfather, his announcement to transition into a woman kicks off the events of the movie.
I've decided to become a woman.
But Clark's TV work was on a whole other level, even from his very first TV show appearance as a potential suspect in the first season of Law & Order.
She was there to kill our baby.
Some other early highlights, he played Mike Tyson's trainer, Kevin Rooney, in the HBO film Tyson, and he says that he gets stopped a lot on the street for this memorable episode of Sex and the City, in which he's dating Miranda and he lies to her about being a successful ER doctor.
Stop it! Stop it! Blood makes me queasy.
But you're a doctor!
Then in the early 2000s, momentum really started to kick in. After 2 episodes on Aaron Sorkin's Sports Night, Sorkin eventually brought Clark back to play a recurring character on The West Wing, FBI Special Agent Michael Casper. He was pretty much a dry, witty guy in a suit.
In 13 years with the Bureau, I've discovered that there's no amount of money, manpower, or knowledge that can equal the person you're looking for being stupid.
Experience that must have come in handy when Jon Favreau approached him in the mid-2000s to play a bit part in Iron Man with only a few lines.
Just call us S.H.I.E.L.D.
But as shooting progressed, production liked what they saw, and they added more scenes. Then they brought him back in Iron Man 2, and then they brought him back for Thor. And right before Clark came out on stage at the Thor panel at Comic-Con in 2010, Joss Whedon told him that he would not only play a pivotal role in the upcoming The Avengers, but he wanted to introduce him on stage as part of the Avengers team.
Move away, please.
Eventually, Agent Phil Coulson was immortalized in the MCU as a fan favorite, eventually spawning a spin-off series on ABC, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And did I mention that Clark has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? If you look closely, you'll actually find him showing off some of his moves in the show, like this ridiculous flying triangle submission move in a fight scene with Kyle MacLachlan. In addition to his acting work, Clark has also continued work behind the camera, which started when he penned the screenplay for What Lies Beneath in 2000. In 2008, he adapted and directed the Chuck Palahniuk novel Choke, and in 2013 he wrote, directed, and starred in Trust Me, in which he played a struggling Hollywood agent. If you don't know anything about Clark Gregg, it may be easy to kind of underestimate him, but much like Agent Phil Coulson, he continues to surprise us.